They asked him to fix a broken gate, but never told him it guarded a family's last hope in the Arizona desert. One quiet act of kindness changed 2 lives forever. What happened next will touch your heart. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and witness a Wild West story where trust opens more than just a gate. Let's get started. The sun was sinking behind the red hills of Arizona when the rancher heard a soft voice near his broken fence. Dust floated in the warm air, glowing gold as evening settled in. He turned slowly, one hand resting near his belt out of habit, and saw an Apache girl standing a short distance away. Her posture was calm but alert, as if she were ready to run if needed. "Fix my gate," she said quietly. There was no demand in her voice, only resolve. The rancher studied her for a moment, then smiled, not mocking, just curious. "What do you need it for?" he asked gently. She did not answer right away. Her eyes shifted toward the open land beyond the ranch, where the desert stretched wide and unforgiving. "To keep my family safe," she finally said. The gate she spoke of lay several yards away, broken and hanging loose from its post. A recent storm had torn through the area, snapping wood and scattering debris. Without the gate, her small settlement had no protection from wandering animals or hostile strangers. The rancher followed her gaze and imagined nights filled with fear, every sound in the dark becoming a threat. He looked back at her face, expecting anger or suspicion, but found neither. Instead, there was determination, quiet and steady. He had lived on this land long enough to recognize strength when he saw it. Without another word, he walked toward his tools, leaning against the fence. The girl watched closely, still unsure if she could trust him. As he lifted a hammer and gathered fresh planks, a few nearby neighbors paused their work, watching from afar. In these lands, trust between strangers, especially across old divides, was rare and often dangerous. The rancher knelt by the broken gate, examining the damage the wood had split clean through, weakened by age and weather. He began removing the broken boards, working carefully as if the task required respect. The Apache girl stood a few steps back, hands folded, her eyes following every movement. She did not speak, but her silence carried weight. The rhythmic sound of hammer against nail echoed softly, mixing with the distant cry of a hawk circling above. As he worked, memories surfaced, his father teaching him how to mend fences, saying that a good gate protected more than land. It protected people. Those lessons had stayed with him long after his father passed. He realized that fixing this gate was no different from fixing his own fences, except this time the meaning felt heavier. Each nail driven into place felt like a quiet promise. The girl seemed to sense it too, her shoulders slowly relaxing as the gate began to take shape. A warm breeze swept across the plain, carrying the scent of sage and dust. The rancher wiped sweat from his brow and continued working. Occasionally he glanced up to see if she was still there, half expecting her to disappear, but she remained steady as stone, her presence grounding the moment. The neighbors who had been watching eventually turned away, shaking their heads or whispering among themselves. Some disapproved, others were simply confused. The rancher paid them no mind. As the sun dipped lower, shadows stretched across the ground. The gate now stood upright, its frame reinforced, hinges replaced with stronger iron. The rancher tested it, opening and closing it slowly. It moved smoothly, firm and reliable. He stepped back to inspect his work, nodding to himself. Only then did he look at the girl again. Her eyes widened slightly, not with surprise, but relief. She took a step forward, her fingers brushing the wood as if to make sure it was real. "This will keep them out," he said, his voice calm. She nodded, swallowing hard. "You didn't have to help," she replied softly. "Most wouldn't." The rancher shrugged, placing his tools aside. "Oh, dear," he said. "We survive by helping each other. Land doesn't care who you are." His words were simple, but they carried truth shaped by years of solitude and struggle. For a moment, neither of them spoke. The desert grew quiet as if listening. Then, unexpectedly, she began to speak slowly at first, choosing her words with care. She told him about her family, about how they were rebuilding after loss and displacement, about nights spent awake, guarding what little they had left. She spoke of fear, but also of hope, fragile yet alive. The rancher listened without interruption, his gaze fixed on the horizon. He realized then that the gate was more than wood and iron. It was a boundary between danger and safety, despair and dignity. When she finished, she looked at him, uncertainty flickering across her face. He offered a small smile, one filled with respect. As she turned to leave, leading her path back toward the open land, she paused and looked over her shoulder. "You're welcome at our fire anytime," she said quietly. The rancher watched her walk away until she became a small figure against the vast desert. The sun finally disappeared behind the hills, and the first stars appeared. He stood there for a long moment, feeling the weight of something new settle in his chest. He knew that with one simple act, he had not only fixed a gate, but opened a path between two worlds long kept apart. By the time the gate was fixed, the desert air had cooled, carrying a quiet stillness that only came after sunset. The Apache girl slowly ran her hand along the smooth wood, pressing lightly as if testing more than strength. "It will hold," the rancher said with calm confidence. His voice carried no pride, only certainty earned through years of working the land. She looked up at him, gratitude clear in her eyes. "You didn't have to help," she said softly, as though kindness was something rare and fragile, easily broken if spoken too loudly. He wiped the dust from his hands and leaned back against the fence. "Out here," he replied, "we survive by helping each other." The words were simple, but they carried the weight of experience. The girl nodded slowly, then surprised him by speaking again. She told him about her people, how storms, sickness, and loss had thinned their numbers. How they were trying to rebuild piece by piece. Small acts of kindness, she said, meant everything. They reminded them that survival wasn't just endurance, but dignity. The rancher listened without interrupting, his eyes fixed on the horizon as stars began to appear. For the first time, he understood that the gate wasn't just wood and nails. It was hope made visible. It was a line drawn against fear. When she finished speaking, silence settled between them, not uncomfortable, but heavy with meaning. As she turned to leave, she paused and looked back once. "You're welcome at our fire any time," she said. He smiled, sensing that this simple repair had opened something far greater than a gate. That night, the rancher found it hard to sleep. The wind brushed against his cabin, rattling the shutters softly. His thoughts returned to her words, to the quiet strength in her voice. He had lived alone for years, convinced that solitude was safer than connection. Yet now the idea of a shared fire, of voices carried by flame and night air, stirred something long buried. He realized how narrow his world had become, fenced in, not by wood, but by habit and old fears. Morning came with pale light stretching across the desert. The rancher stepped outside, scanning the land out of instinct. His eyes drifted toward the direction she had gone the night before. The repaired gate stood firm, catching the sunlight. It looked stronger than before, almost proud. He felt a strange sense of responsibility, as though that gate now represented a promise. After a moment's hesitation, he saddled his horse, unsure why, only knowing that staying still felt wrong. The ride was quiet, broken only by the sound of hooves against dry ground. As he approached the Apache settlement, he slowed, careful not to appear threatening. Children noticed him first, pausing their play to watch. Soon elders and women emerged, cautious but curious. The girl stepped forward, recognition lighting her face. She spoke to her people in their language, her tone steady. The rancher waited, hands visible, posture open, letting action speak where words might fail. He was invited closer, guided toward a small fire already burning. The warmth felt different than the desert heat, intentional, human. As he sat among them, he listened more than he spoke. Stories were shared, not all happy, but honest. He learned greater than land once taken could still be remembered. How survival meant holding on to identity even when everything else was stripped away. The gate, he realized, was not the first thing he had fixed. It was simply the first thing he noticed. As the fire crackled, the girl met his gaze. There was no longer fear there, only trust cautiously earned. She thanked him again, but this time the words felt unnecessary. Gratitude lived in the silence, in the shared space. The rancher felt something shift inside him. For years he had believed that keeping distance kept him safe. Now he saw the distance had only kept him alone. This place, these people, offered no guarantees, but they offered meaning. When he finally stood to leave, the night felt different than before. The stars seemed closer, the desert less empty. The elders nodded to him, not as an outsider, but as someone acknowledged. The girl walked with him part of the way, stopping where their paths divided. "The gate will protect us," she said. "But your kindness already has." He tipped his hat, unable to find words that felt equal to the moment. Riding back to his ranch, the rancher understood that life had quietly changed. Nothing dramatic had happened, no deal struck, no promises made. Yet something had opened, Slow and steady, like a gate swinging wide after years of rust. He knew there would be challenges ahead, misunderstandings, and doubt from others. But he also knew that some lines were meant to be crossed, not with force, but with respect. As dawn approached once more, the rancher looked out over his land and felt a calm he hadn't known in years. The desert was still harsh, the future still uncertain. But now, beyond his fences, there was connection. The gate stood firm in the distance, not just guarding a settlement, but marking the moment when two lives and two worlds chose trust over fear.